What's up, guys? It's John with National Sports Entertainment, and I wanted to go into tonight's game. To me, another one. Just a lot of things people noticed, whether it be symbolism, fake injuries, fake fumbles. Very interesting turn. He loses the ball. They could just said he fumbled, but all this stuff is very. This reminded me of when Tyreek Hill just happened to have the ball bounce into his hands the other day. But again, we'll take it. This one, the reason I didn't put like a really long video out for this one is there wasn't a ton that I really needed to see. If it was any other coach, then I probably wouldn't have been that convinced. But when you have Bill Belichick going to the home of the Super Bowl, I feel like it's only fitting he mathematically eliminates. I believe they might not be, but basically eliminates the team that's hoping to get into the playoffs. And even though they weren't going to get in, their fans still would have bought it if they won this game. So I do feel like that was fitting. And then you throw in the fact I think more public was on the Cardinals. People with different sources were showing me different handles. So I don't know, which one's the most accurate. But I didn't see people running out to take the Patriots. When you have people weren't anticipating a Kyler Murray fake injury. So I do think the Patriots here. Now we have a really open division where next week they could lose to the Raiders. The entire AFC East is just wide open, and that wasn't the case with the NFC West. So to me, it makes way more sense the Patriots won that game. And, if you watch, I'm sure you've seen, again, the fake fumble, the dropped catches, all the things that just happened to go a certain way. People a lot of people are so quick to point out the obvious stuff that, like, we all see. Right, like we all see if somebody purposely throws an interception or misses a wide open assignment because, especially a lot of people record games, they watch them back. You can watch them back and say, "Oh my gosh, look how obvious that is." But it's the smaller things I like to focus on. So on 3rd and 4, there was a false start called on the Cardinals, and it was their veteran right tackle. So I'm thinking, this is great. Now they're going to have probably an incomplete pass or something of that nature. And the next play, they got about 5 and back, and they wound up going for it and not getting the first. Now, by then, people had not thought about the false start 3 plays before that. They're mad that A, the Cardinals went for it and failed, or B, they wanted a flag, or whatever the reason, people were upset. And that's why they do that. That's why you'll notice, like, not always, but almost always, after a big penalty, the direct play, and especially after small penalties like this, the direct next play is usually not a giant one. It's usually like 2 or 3 plays later. People forgot about the bullshit first start. And again, without that, the guy would have had a first down. Instead, they turned it over. So these little 5-yard first starts might sound like nothing. False starts might sound like nothing, but these guys aren't doing this stuff on accident. Just like Hopkins, who can catch the ball with one hand and not even close his fingers. The next play, he just can't even hold on to it. He's holding it like it's a bag of dog shit. Like he's away from his body, not even trying to protect it. So this is like the obvious shit that like I would expect almost anybody to catch. But I wanted to go into the false starts, these type of field position manipulations where the officials will call a holding on a punt return. And what this does is it makes it where the teams are perpetually getting into just about field goal range and then either missing a field goal or punting or turning it over. So that's why another reason I love watching live. I don't love watching the games, but you can tell by the pace how it's going to go, like over, under, that kind of stuff. And the last interesting thing about this game was Troy Aikman gave it away in like the second quarter. He came out and said, and I don't think this was a true statement, but it was weird he said it. He said the Patriots need to win this weekend, the next week to have a realistic chance. Which makes sense because they got Buffalo, Cincinnati, and somebody else coming up. And that was basically my logic going in. Let's see who's got the toughest schedules, who can realistically win these games going forward. And in this case, like I said, it just made sense, especially when Aikman said that. I'm thinking, okay, they're setting up the win. Maybe the Vegas upset on the Patriots next week. Then they could still stay in it. But they want to keep these guys in as long as they can. And people know the Cardinals. And if you notice, every time a team's like mathematically eliminated or all but mathematically eliminated, that's when you notice these injured quarterbacks. With Russ, we just noticed it. I think Rodgers is now quote injured Kyler. So it's funny how they go down like right when they're eliminated. Stafford did too. So I always found that interesting. It just show people that, again, it's all a show. It's set up. The ending, the beginning, the middle part is the only part that I believe they improvise. It's like wrestling. They have to hit certain spots at certain times, make sure certain numbers are met. The rest, they don't have to, go crazy. But yeah, to me, this one was a relatively easy one. Just because, again, like last night, I like it when the metric, the narrative, and the lines seem to all favor us. So that was good. And basketball, I got some up in the air. Of course, every time I fade my preseason pick, the Blazers, they're my pick to win the West. They just wind up going insane. I think Damian Lillard is officially entering Mars's stratosphere because he left Earth quite a little bit ago. Let me see where he left at. He left at 38 points, 11 for 17. Oh, he cooled down. Okay, he's back to Earth a little bit, believe it or not. He was like 9 for 11 or something. But yeah, I faded them today, thinking a lot of public would be on them with how they played recently. But then we are looking good on the Clippers. And I wanted to go into that. These were mostly posted on my Discord. Like I said in my last video, when I don't have an opportunity to get another video out right away, I will go ahead and put it in my Discord. And I think in this case, having the Celtics get swept by the 3 California teams, which was obviously Golden State, the Clippers, and then the Lakers tomorrow, to me that just makes perfect sense. It's just a way to smear Bill Russell's legacy, and people act like, oh, they wouldn't do that to Bill. Yeah, they would. They'll celebrate him, but then they'll smear him behind his back. So the Clippers look like they're going to cover. And tomorrow I will have a video out because there's no football really. I will have a video out because there's not a lot of games as well. I love the TNT Tuesdays. I might go live actually. I'm thinking about going live just like Sunday, and we'll go into some of these games because I'm loving the Warriors Bucks. I'm of course loving Celtics Lakers. I'm liking the Kings Sixers, and I'm liking them all honestly. The Suns Rockets I don't love. It's the only one, but we'll play it. So we can go ahead and go into that and a lot more. But like I said, I just wanted to go into tonight's game. I think it was pretty routine, and now it should open up that playoff picture. And either way, I'll get a video out tomorrow going over the 5 games, and always I update the system in the rig log and stuff in the Discord. But thanks for everyone who shows support and watches, and it's been great. We've been just growing so organically, and I think it's because, again, every single video I've done in live time, and that's why I made the playlist. So if you're newer and you're just seeing a random video, I made this a very long, methodical playlist for anyone that wants to see on any occasion where we've been as far as bankroll, certain bets, things of that nature, and where our narratives have been. Not many of our narratives have changed, which is good. Our same predictions preseason for the football are looking good. Same with the basketball. Basically, all of our playoff teams are looking accurate. So, but you can always watch the playlist if you're new and you want to see like, okay, well, let's see how, we climb from the beginning. I know a lot of the videos are like just old college videos, but that's how we climbed from 180 to about 2,000 now. And there's a reason I put it in the playlist. So anybody can tail at any time. And the same thing's going on in our Discord now where people are just tailing and doing very well. A lot of people are just doing it on their own now. They're kind of adjusting it to certain different picks. We don't always have the same picks, but again, it's about money management. It's about picking the spots. Tomorrow, with only 5 games, I do like the 5 of them, to play the 5 of them. And like I said, some of them, especially Warriors, Bucks, Celtics, Lakers, there's going to be a lot of stories to be told. So we'll go into that. Good job tonight. Anyone who went with the Pats, I don't think they get in the playoffs, but I think they make it an interesting push. And I think Bill disrespecting the Arizonians just makes sense. But yeah, let me know if there's a specific team you find interesting, a line or something. I like it when someone says, this line looks off, what do you think? Or something like that. I'd like to go into that. And tomorrow, if we don't go live, which I'm wanting to do, but we'll see what people's timetable is like, I'll definitely still get a video out to cover the 5 NBA games. Take care and happy earnings.